For what's trending in true crime, the suspect in the murder of college student Laken Riley now facing more charges. And there's some new information on what happened to her. Defendant Jose Ibarra is now also charged with spying on a UGA staff member. New documents say he went to a campus apartment and peeped through the woman's window on the same day he's accused of murdering Laken Riley. The nursing student never returned home from her jog back in February. Police found her body near a jogging trail. And new documents indicate that she was asphyxiated and hit in the head with a rock multiple times. Back when police said this happened, they said they were confident in their evidence against Ibarra.
The evidence is robust. It is supported by key input from the community, physical evidence, and expert police work. Importantly, we were assisted by video footage from our campus security cameras networks, which proven vital in many cases.
Our question this morning, from alleged peeping Tom to alleged killer, is this guy? Let's bring in our power panel, trial attorney and law professor Dante Mills, standing by remotely, along with criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Michael J. Brown. And back in the studio, we're so happy to have this week criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Joe Tamburino. Wow, what a power panel this is. Talk about high-profile criminal defense attorneys. Okay, this one is one for the books for you gentlemen. Hearing the peeping Tom allegations coupled with the day of the murder and the facts as we know them. Joe Tamburino, start us off with your thoughts, please.
Well, it's a complete tragedy that could have been avoided. He shouldn't have been in the country, number one. Number two, when he was arrested in New York, he shouldn't have been released. They should have reported it to immigration. And number three, what he did in Georgia. I mean, allegedly. It's just unbelievable. But it should never have happened. There were plenty of opportunities that this guy should have been locked up or not even been in the country.
Definitely. Dante Mills, tell us what you're thinking about with this guy this morning.
I agree with Joe 100%. Good morning, Julie. It's an absolute tragedy. It's a parent's worst nightmare, right? You send your kids to college thinking that they're going to have a start to their life, and for her life to end is very tragic. It is clear, based on the other allegations, that he was set out to harm someone. The peeping Tom shows that he was looking for a victim. And unfortunately, he found one. I'm glad that they caught him because it seemingly, if these allegations are true, it could have led to him doing it again and maybe again and again. So we do have to start to take precautions and look for signs. I don't know if someone coming into the country illegally automatically means that they would do something like this. So I don't know if there's any way to anticipate that. But we do have to be mindful, especially around college campuses and things like that, to protect our children.
Dante, thank you for that. So now we have some brand new charges here. I want to take a look at these together. So now the new charges for this guy: aggravated assault with attempt to rape, tampering with evidence, and peeping Tom. The charge in Georgia is actually called peeping Tom. Sounds kind of politically incorrect or something, but that's what's on the books, maybe a little antiquated. And we know he's got original charges of malice murder, felony murder, aggravated battery, false imprisonment, kidnapping, hindering a 911 call, poor Laken Riley trying to call for help, investigators said, and concealing the death of another based on where they located her body. Michael J. Brown, talk to us here, please. Thoughts on the legal problems this guy has?
Good morning, Julie. Good morning, everyone. I think it was a great move by the prosecutor. From a strategy standpoint, Julie, what they've done now is taken this peeping Tom incident earlier in the day, which by itself may not be the biggest deal, but it's on the same indictment. So what happens now is this all will be presented to a jury, and what the prosecutor obviously is going to try to demonstrate is he's some type of predator, and look what he did earlier in the day, therefore he probably was also involved in the murder. The onus or the burden now will be on the defense to try to separate or sever those charges from the actual murder. I don't know if they're going to be successful at it, but I think that's what they would try to do. But at the end of the day, if it all comes in, it's a significant piece of evidence to help establish the motive and the intent on the murder.
Great points from you all.